Welcome all, this is Commander Kelly here with part 5B of my Templar, my new Templar. Where we left off was at the start of the Ohio's starter story quest. So we're just going into the city now to go speak to some woman we've got to see. Yeah, so let's log in and do that. So we're just one minute. What that does. Oh, it is.
Let the one who stole my steel.
If you can hear that now.
What is her name? The sun-blessed one, small scale.
I don't know.
This is not good. Rigert needs help. Again.
What you got?
Hello there. I am Rigert, sometimes called the Brash. And I am large delegate for the Ebonheart Pact Cultural Exchange. Or I would be if I had my scepter.
Large delegate.
That is what King Yoren told me. He said, Rigard, go to High Isle and be Ebonheart Pact cultural ambassador. And be large. Delegate and large. That is me. But I lost my scepter of office. I had it with me last night, but now I can't find it.
Do you mean delegate at large?
Yes, I went out with delegates Tanilin and Olganash last night. We ate and drank like kings. I don't remember all that happened, but I spent most of my gold. And I lost my official scepter. Will you help me look for it? I can pay you a little.
I'll help you find the scepter.
I've been thinking very hard, and it hurts. We should begin at the ancient anchor. That is where I went last night with the other diplomats. The innkeeper was angry with me this morning, but she might talk to you. Meet you there.
So,
I've been thinking very hard, and it hurts. We should begin at the ancient anchor. That is where I went last night. They are delegates too. Tanilin is very important elf from Aldmere Dominion, and Olganash is noble orc from Daggerfall Covenant, who brings culture wherever he goes. I don't remember what we talked about. It must have been another diplomatic success.
any chance that one of them has your scepter?
Must think again. No. We parted ways with great enthusiasm in street, just outside the ancient anchor. I went back inside and I had it with me then. I need my scepter of office. I can't lose another one or they'll dock my pay.
You're some sort of cultural ambassador.
Rigard leads glorious expedition of Nord cultural exchange. I travel to many lands to explain excellence of Nord culture with great forcefulness.
Glorious expedition, you're really a diplomat.
Yes, yes. One day, Rigard was drinking in the Skald King's Hall and loudly explaining all the good things people don't know about Nords. King Yoren said he knew that already, and I should go tell somebody else. So, I did!
Oh. This west. Let me go to the place right.
Won't have any.
This. Which guild is for you? Oh, that's okay.
Have you seen the note? If you seek companions for your adventuring, look no further. This one can help with that.
Tell me more about the listing.
Ah, of course. These listings are where other adventurers, much like yourself, can declare their interest. Those of a similar proclivity can join up together and form guilds. Take a look. This one is sure a group suited to your needs awaits you.
So I've got to click that board. Back to that.
Have you had the chance to review the guild listings, friend?
I've looked through that.
Wonderful! This one hopes you found something that interests you. Too often, this harsh world becomes isolating. Finding companions can make it bearable, Here, a little something for your time.
Yeah.
This one is quite pleased you stopped by, and hopes that you find a guild that appeals to you. Amsad wishes you many friendships and adventures in your future.
Can you tell me anything more about these listings?
The listings are a place for like-minded adventurers to come together. The world is quite vast, no? Many times it is difficult to find those with similar interests to your own. With this register, you need look no further.
Oh, okay. No, that's that quest one. Talk to Seal. It's all over the place, of course. No. Ah, God.
The one who stole my steel. Pain.
Come on, just one more match. Give me a chance to win my gold back.
And what will you bet? That ridiculous nose ring?
Heard all that, eh? Guifa's a palms up card sharp. One of the best tribute players in town. But like I always say, if you want to take the measure of a grot, you've got to climb. That nose ring jibe was unnecessary, right? I'll get her next time.
The one Tommy I should talk to you about Tales of Truth.
Soren, right? She definitely has an eye for talent. Yes, I can tell you all about Tribute. It's a card game, a scavenger hunt. Zen's price, it's practically a religion for some folk. You want fame, gold, it's all there for the taking.
Now do I get started?
Ah, fresh player. Excellent. First things first. You need to learn the rules of the game, and you'll need a couple of decks of tribute cards, of course. Find Razamad in the Gonfalon Gaming Hall. Tell him Bragus sent you. He'll get you sorted.
You know, I'll do that later. I'm not interested in that right.
And hard it was that they never met until they came to stay.
Might as well speak to this lady. Whatever.
My dockhands are watching for your cargo, Lady Arabelle. They know it's precious.
Arabelle, that's it.
There was a storm off the coast. Perhaps it delayed the ships.
Forgive me if I do the job you hired me for, Lord Bacaro. You there.
Oh,
Might
yes.
we speak? I have a keen eye for talent, my dear, and you're practically oozing it from your pores. I am Lady Arabelle DeVoe. If you're looking for gainful employment, I have a proposition for you that pays exceedingly well. Care to hear more?
What was that about proposition?
Oh, nothing tawdry, my dear. We'll be too busy for romantic shenanigans before long, I expect. Some precious cargo was supposed to sail in on the morning tide, but it never arrived. I need someone not known around the island to be my eyes and ears. While tales of my exploits credit me with all sorts of talents, I can't be in more than one place at a time. I could use a fresh face to mingle with the locals, determine if anyone knows anything about my 3 missing ships and their cargo.
Alright, I'm willing to help.
Lord Bacaro's conference can't proceed without that cargo. Here's what I need you to do. Check the inn, the lighthouse, and the Lockabane Shallows. See if anyone knows or saw anything. Then meet me outside the North Gate to compare notes.
Tell me more about the locations you want me to investigate.
Certainly. Since you're new to High Isle, I understand you may not be as familiar with the local area as I am. What do you wish to know?
Lighthouse?
Gonfalon Head Lighthouse, blessed by Kinnereth herself, stands atop the hill just west of town. It offers an excellent vantage from which to watch the nearby waters. Perhaps the lighthouse keeper saw something that will help.
On Bakaru Bench. Like the storm or Bakaru Bench.
Possibly. When ships fail to make port, it's only natural to wonder if they were damaged or blown off course by a storm. The lighthouse keeper has a perfect view of the approach to Gonfalon Bay. If my ships were out there, she might have seen them.
Tell me more about Lot and Rain Shallow.
The currents of Lockabane are strong. Flotsam from the open sea often washes up along the shores of the waterway. Some of High Isle's poorer folk comb the beach looking for salvage. Let's hope they haven't found any today.
Tell me more about
The ancient Anchor Inn sits just up the street near the city gate. It's one of the more popular places on the island. In my experience, inns are an excellent location to pick up rumors.
Where should I start?
Wherever you think is best, my dear. But do get started soon. My intuition tells me that some sort of mischief is afoot, and my intuition is rarely wrong.
You mentioned a conference. Tell me about.
The gentleman beside me, Lord Bacaro Valoris, leads the Society of the Steadfast. They're a philanthropic fellowship that provides aid to people who have suffered in the Three Banners War. The Society is sponsoring a conference here on the island.
What's the purpose of it?
That's a well-guarded secret, my dear. Perhaps after you've proven yourself, I can bring you in on the details. For the moment, knowing any more won't help us find out what happened to my missing ships.
What happens if your missing ships don't turn up?
That's not an option I care to contemplate. Not while there's still a chance to find them. Forgive me for being evasive, but it's a rather sensitive topic to discuss in public. We've already faced adversity, and the conference has yet to begin.
You mentioned tales of exploit. Oh, who are you again?
Me? Oh, I'm no one special, my dear. I've been an adventurer, a Lion Guard officer, a spy, a diplomat. People claim the Investigator Vale stories are about me, or that I wrote them. Ridiculous. I'm retired now, but I still dabble from time to time.
Did you write the address?
Oh, pish posh. Do these look like the ink-stained fingers of a writer of overly imaginative and lurid tales to you? I'm rather fond of the bawdy investigator and her adventures, though. They remind me of my younger days.
What's your role here?
I'm overseeing security for the conference. A few months ago, Lord Bacaro approached me, explained his grand plans, and lured me out of retirement, you might say.
What did Lord Bacaro elect for this?
My charming personality. When I was an agent for High King Emmerich, I traveled widely and met many dignitaries, including Lord Bacaro. He asked me to make sure everything went smoothly for his conference. So far, it's been anything but.
Right, let's go to that end. Oh, we've got to speak to one of them too. I'll come back.
Checking inventory around here. This is taking longer than I'd planned.
Hard work, decent pay.
You look strong and brave. Or at least capable. And resourceful. Did I mention that? Can I interest you in a job that involves much danger and requires a small group to complete?
Nope.
The pay is...
Brazil, what got with it?
Gather round, ye lads and lasses, listen far and wide. For across the aisles and for a while we've had a source of pride. Noble are the knightly orders, 3 in name there are. Through epic poems their deeds are known in lands both near and far.
Just killing it.
Oh, the orders of the sisters, they lie so close at hand. Let's take account and raise a glass to our merry bands. The albatross, it sails the waves while iron sallies forth. The oaken knights know ancient ways and none of them are coarse. Listen in your ear, the sapphire tourney comes. From every nook by sea and foot, and not a one is glum. Aspirants head to old Avir, hailing from near and far. To joust and ride and sing with pride, with hopes there'll be a star. Oh, the orders of the sisters, they lie so close at hand. Let's take account and raise a glass to our...
I hear these knights are robbing people and looting caravans. Someone ought to do something.
Not you again. You haven't paid your bill. Or did you forget that too?
See? I was here.
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong.
A room at the local inn.
Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement. And not the sort of arrangement that involves a few drinks. Let me be clear about that.
What sort of arrangement?
I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here.
I'm interested. What are the details?
Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. Had a spot of trouble when my last tenant started sending those out.
Anything else I should keep him?
Nope, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number.
Of course I don't even worship or lie, of course I don't. Whatever.
Oh, what a relief. I
But I
can't
say
tell you
Daedric.
how hard it is to wash
Daedric.
bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an in-room.
Do you own this?
I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
I hear these knights are robbing people and looting caravans. Someone ought to do something.
A confident maid went upon the lea to where sunny flowers stood. For she loved the sun and she loved the green, and she danced merrily beside the wood. She danced beside the wood. The lad she loved went down to the shore, a sailing man for to be. For he loved the wind and he loved the spray, and he roamed upon the roaring sea. He roamed upon the sea. Oh, how long she waits upon the strand. Oh, how long today, oh. Oh, how long he's hoped to claim her hand. Oh, how long she waits on.
Those stones, is it?
And hard it was that they never met until he came home to stay. He built their house between hills and sea. He built it along Gonfalon Bay, along Gonfalon Bay. waits upon the strand. Oh, how long
I'm sorry about that little scene. Some people are unbelievable. Welcome to the Ancient Anchor. What can I do for you?
They're looking for a Mrs. Scepter.
Oh, you're with this Nord? I'm not all that worried about what he left here. I'm worried about what he took. A night's worth of food, drink, and entertainment, all without paying. He and his friends skipped out on their bill.
What happened?
Like I said, they ate and drank all night in a private room. When I noticed it was too quiet, I looked in and they were all gone. Someone's gotta settle up. Your friend left his scepter? It'll do as collateral until I get paid.
Right. Okay. So, who's this guy? Oh, this is Gordon.
You found a scepter. That is good. And I remember now. I wanted to pay the bill to impress the other delegates, but now I don't have the coin to do that again. We have to get them to pay their shares. I can't lose another scepter.
What else do you remember about last night?
Let me see. Tanilin didn't seem to be having fun, so I bought her a special drink. And then Olganash wanted dessert. I asked the man in the back for something sweet so my friends could have a good time. We headed back to our own lodgings after that.
You said you brought a special drink for Tanilin.
Oh yes, I am good diplomat. So I thought she would like something to remind her of home. After that, Tanilin kept asking for more drinks. We all laughed and had fun. We said goodnight just outside. She got in her carriage and drove off for home.
No, Dash wanted dirt.
We might have been arguing about where to get the best cake in Hrothgar. That made us want cake. But the man in the back room said he did not have cake. So I asked him to give me whatever he had. For Olganash.
Olganash. Where can I find Tanilin and Olganash?
I think Tanilin is staying at Steadfast Manor, a little way outside of town. She likes Lord Bakaro's gardens. Olganash rented a small house in Gonfalon Bay near the West Gate. Here, I'll be right behind you, when my head stops spinning.
So he's being good for you, that man.
Blessings of Ephraim, blessings of Ephraim, blessings.
Hail, friend. Have you heard about the band of robber knights that waylaid travelers on the road to Gonfalon Bay?
No.
I came to High Isle to trade, but getting goods from the interior has become a roll of the dice.
Robber Knights.
A rogue band that calls itself the Ascendant Order. I thought they were only active on the mainland, but they're here on High Isle. Rabble-rousers and troublemakers, if you ask me. And now, I hear they're looting caravans outside the city walls.
Interesting. Speaking of rumors, have you heard anything about a trio of missing ships?
Not specifically, but I saw some fancy-pants nobles giving the dockmaster grief. Missing ships could mean anything. Storms, pirates, poor winds, worthless navigators. Try Sergeant Dane over there. He's with the Sisters Guard and knows a lot.
Okay.
I'm off duty, newcomer. Got a complaint? Take it to one of the other guards.
I'm looking for information about the trio of missing ships.
We police High Isle. Ships that haven't arrived yet aren't our problem. Besides, we've got our hands full with these so-called Ascendant Order Knights. They're stirring up trouble all across the island.
What What do you know about the Ascendant Order?
Just that they're little more than well-armed bandits. They've been recruiting the poor to bolster their numbers. Now they're robbing caravans while claiming they fight for justice. Honest folk don't hide their faces behind helmets and masks.
What does the Ascendant Order want?
They're malcontents. They go on about how the high and mighty misuse their power by squabbling over the Ruby Throne. It started out small enough, defying authority, inciting riots, petty sabotage. But now they're hurting people.
Thanks for the information.
Something else, newcomer? I'd like to get back to my drink.
Say the Ascendant Order is causing trouble. Can the guard stop them?
Ordinary bandits, the Sisters' Guard can handle. But when we send enough guards to meet a company of Ascendant Order Ravagers, these faceless knights just melt away. And if we don't send enough guards, then our guards don't come back.
Why do you call them faceless?
Might as well be. Most knights proudly display their emblems. They wear the colors of their house and paint family crests on their shields. These Ascendant Order knights never remove their helms and bear no devices. They could be anybody.
Hello. Would you happen to be looking for work?
You're a new face. Must be here about the notice, am I right? Of course I'm right. If you need work and aren't too concerned about the risks, then we should talk. I assure you I'm a fully sanctioned representative of the Gonfalon Bay authorities.
What sort of work are you?
Oh, you misunderstand. I'm not the hirer, just an agent. More of an administrator, really. I make sure the job brokers are on the up and up. Speak to Waylode, Paris Plouffe, or Druid Pisca. They hire adventurers on a daily basis.
I'm not bothered about it. I'm not bothered anyway. I know where it is. Good or bad to carry it.
I seem to be making a lot of enemies lately.
Oh dear. I'm gonna leave it here because this left wrist is killing me. So I'll carry it on later. this will be part 5B. So, part 5 ceiling. So, see you later, everyone.